Today marks 1171st day sharing lessons I learn and continue to learn with all of you. My hope that these insights will inspire you, support your dreams, help you achieve your goals, and really empower you to become the person that you want to become. So if you want to become that person, it might be that you're not where you love to be, but you want to achieve that person. You want to become the better version of you. You want to really have wealth, health, relationships, nurture relationships. That is what you're supposed to do. It might be that you are in such a terrible situation that you want to change everything. So how to make that immediate change? How to do that? How to change overnight? It's not easy, but it's worth pursuing something that is meaningful. So today we share points, simple points that really allow us to change immediately. So what are those points? Number one is radical honesty, radical self-honesty. So really honestly looking into the mirror and say like, what is going on right now? What is going on? So that means what is going on with your relationships? What's going on with your health? What's going on with your finances? What's going on with your spirituality? What's going on with your adventure and impact and all the things that might be important for you? I need to be very, very honest with that. That means if you really suck at something, tell yourself, I really suck at the moment. The most beautiful part that I really love is that nothing stays nothing, but suck is able to move to great. So that means if you have no idea where you are, that means stays at nothing. But when you know where you are and you suck, that's like, okay, look, I love rating. So from 1 to 10, where you rate yourself in physique, in health, in energy, in finances, with time. So when you understand yourself fully, radical honesty is the first step to immediately change yourself. Because when you change, when you're aware of your station, that immediately allows you to change. Because you're not able to change what you're not aware about. So first step, radical self-honesty. Number two is let go of old identities. There are some identities that is not serving you. Maybe some kind of beliefs about yourself that is sabotaging you. Let it go. Let them go. You were carrying them for so long. You don't need them anymore. They are past. Maybe you felt that you're not enough. Maybe you felt that you're not able to be in certain way. Maybe you felt that you're not enough to be a leader. When you're not felt maybe not enough to be a business owner. Maybe not enough. I don't know. What is that? Let it go. So being able to let it go and challenge yourself, challenge those beliefs, challenge those identities that is not serving you. Because I think that every single person is able to transform, evolve. And the first step is awareness. Second step is letting go all those things that is not serving you anymore. Having that growth mindset, understanding that all the things that who we are right now is based on behaviors that we learned in the past and programming that we allowed other people to do regarding our own beliefs. So when you're aware of yourself, when you start to see that all the things that you think, all the things that you adjust and really allow other people to really influence you, you're able to change, influence, and really make sure that you have identity that you want to have rather than the identity that was put on you. And that's a big thing. Number three is identity, the root cause of your pain. So then identify your root cause of the pain. That means that you might be knowing that exactly what is a root cause. Maybe relationships. Maybe some kind of belief. Maybe shame. I think that when you start to say, okay, what is my root cause? What is my pain? Where that pain is coming from? I think that you will understand right away. You will catch yourself thinking about something that really causes you pain. So when you understand that root cause of your pain, it's very, very, very powerful thing because now you're able to make a choice. You're able to really go straight through it, or you're able to really deny it and say that, because a lot of times what we do, we glaze over, we deny it because we don't want to have that pain constantly. And we have amazing power to hide in deep inside ourselves that pain, and we have a little bit of uncomfort, but we don't have massive pain because I already hide that. So being able to say, I identify my root cause of pain and go through it. I know that it's hard. I know that. I know it's very, very hard to really go through that. But if you want immediate change, that's the only way to do it. That's the only way to do it, to really fix that pain, is go through that pain. Because today I will speak about immediate change, acknowledging the pain and go through that pain. Number 4 is focus on one thing. One of the best examples of success in life. So that means that when you really sit down and you're aware, say, okay, so what is one thing that I'm able to do right now to change my life the most? And I always said that one of the best things to change your life is fix your energy. How is your energy levels right now? Maybe you just wake up at noon because you're struggling. Maybe you barely have energy. You wake up and you are exhausted. How to change your life immediately if you always feel exhausted? So I think that one of the best ways to change your life immediately is fix your energy levels. Fix your diet, fix your exercises. Make sure that you're able to do something that really energizes you, because when you have energy, you're able to use that energy to change your life immediately. That's very important. And it might be that, okay, like maybe something that you really need to change right away, maybe energy levels are pretty good. Maybe the one thing that you need to focus on is just to nurture relations. Maybe you need to do something that one relationship is holding you back and fix that relation. Maybe one thing that is just finance alone is terrible. What you focus on finance alone, fix your income, fix your budget, and that's maybe one thing. So figure out what is one thing. If you would do that, one thing would fix most of the things. And most of the time we have that. Now, it might be that everything is sideways. It might be. But when you focus on one thing, because I love this saying that how you do one thing, that's how you do everything. So that means when you fix one thing, you will be able to really use the same habits, routines, and resilience in place to really fix all other things. Number 5, shock the system. This is very powerful. Shock the system. You need somebody to do a massive shock. And how you do it? That means that it might be that this will be one of the most challenging things. Shock the system means quitting on something or starting something. Quitting on some kind of toxic job. Maybe quitting on relationships. So what are you holding on? What you are holding on that you know that is not good, because you know that when you're holding something, your hand could be hurt because you're holding something that you're supposed to release. So what is that you holding on that is hurting you? What is that? Because we have a tendency to hold on things that hurt because sometimes we just don't want to change because that unknown feels so painful. But when you're able to say, I need to shock the system and start something that never, maybe even move to other country. Because when I was 25 years old and I needed to make a shock to my life, I moved to Canada without speaking English because I needed to really make that shock to understand, okay, who am I? I don't say that you need to move, but I say that you need to make a shock. And what is that shock for you? Could be quitting on something. Job, relationship, habits. There's a lot of things that you need to be able to shock. Number 6, replace addictions with healing practices. And this is very important. The most important word in this is replace. Replace. That means no, break. Do not break habits. Do not break addictions. I don't think that we do that. I don't think that anyone is able to break any kind of habits. I think what people do is replace. So that means that, okay, so what I'm able to do, how I'm able to replace, what I will replace that habit to. So that means that one of the best examples, if a person is playing games for 4 hours, so okay, so if you want to quit on playing games, what you will replace those 4 hours to? Maybe we'll go to nature to spend time, maybe we'll go to network events, maybe we'll go to read book, maybe we'll do something, multiple things. But you need to know exactly what you will replace that time to. Maybe drinking on Fridays, maybe we'll go to some kind of gatherings of people who really seek personal growth and be surrounded by people who seek that. So what is that? What you will replace? Because it's very, very important to replace. Because when people try to break something, they never do that. They will go back because what you focus on increases. So when you focus on breaking something, you constantly think about it. But when you replace and you think about healthy practice, what you focus on healthy practices. So what you focus increases, so those healthy practices increases as well. Very powerful and a very important thing. Number 7 is rewire your mindset. And probably one of the best things that I really think that is very powerful and is underused is the visualizations. I like what Adam Willett says, that we have emotional home and we have familiar feelings, emotions. We have familiar picture of ourselves. So we get comfortable in a picture of how we see ourselves. So that means that sometimes even visualization could be uncomfortable because that picture of yourself succeeding, your picture of self of having amazing body, your picture of self of having amazing relationships could feel fake, unfamiliar, uncomfortable. So that means that when you visualize and you change your mindset, when you start to see that it's possible for you, at that moment, you change your mindset. You change from fixed mindset to growth mindset. So I truly believe visualization is something that is very, very important. And catch yourself. How comfortable is it to visualize yourself succeeding? Are you able to feel it? Are you able to feel it? Like, for example, if you see the maybe a jet flying low, and are you able to visualize yourself sitting in a jet? And what kind of feeling do you feel? Do you feel that, yeah, there is a possibility for me to achieve it? Or do you still know there's just for other people? I think if you're able to catch yourselves, do you feel that there's possibility for you to achieve? Of course, there's possibility. Now, because people sometimes is it probable or possible? I think this everything is possible. Everything is possible. Just the only thing that need to ask, okay, are we willing to rewire our mindset, rewire our thinking? Because what you think about, that's what you receive. Number 8 is create accountability to yourself, ownership, and you potentially could create association, friend circle that really could that you can keep yourself accountable to. It's very powerful when you start for the first time something meaningful, something really that matters. Having accountability group that really keeps you accountable, and because don't want to fail, don't want to fail in other people's eyes. So that means that sometimes we are much more willing to put extra effort to really be seen as great people in front of us. Now I understand that we need to always visualize that someone is looking at us, someone is filming us every single day, and being able to be accountable to yourself, be accountable to your faith. Because I love this saying that's how your life would look like differently if every single day, 24 hours, some people who really admire you would see how you execute, what you do, how you act when you don't feel the best. It's very powerful when you start to see that and visualize that okay, someone is looking at you right now. What do you do this moment when no one is looking? How you execute when no one's looking? And I think that accountability is very powerful to change your life immediately. Because when you start having that mindset that someone is looking at me right now, I'm looking around. Of course, no one is there, but if you just visualize that someone is looking always, I think that we will execute at such a much higher standard. Number 9 is embrace discomfort and uncertainty. This is again, if you want to change immediately, this is again probably one of the most important aspects of that as well. Being able to embrace that uncertainty, embrace that ambiguity, embrace that discomfort, embrace that stretch of yourself. Because we need to do something that we never done before. Because I love the saying, if you want to have what you never had, you need to do what you never did. And if you want to do what you never did, it means you need to become what you never been. But then if you want to become what you've never been, that means you need to really do something that is very uncomfortable, that is very uncertain, that is very creates a doubt, self-doubt. That means that you need to be able to really move towards that uncertainty. It's very powerful because that is one of the best ways to really change yourself immediately when you really go into that darkness. You go to the unknown. And when you go into that dark, most time you start to see that okay, it's not as dark as you thought. A lot of times when we are in a light room and we see darkness, it seems very dark. But when you actually go into that darkness, you start to see that it's not as dark as I thought. Because when we are in a little bit lighter environment, we always afraid the darkness. But when you go out in the darkness, you start to see that it's not as dark as you thought. Number 10 is cultivate daily rituals. And that means that we need to choose. So when you want to change immediately, we need to choose one ritual that you will be able to do and execute that ritual that day, today. Because one thing that we have a tendency to do, and we're very good at it, is tomorrow. And tomorrow will be what we'll say. We'll say tomorrow. So every single day we say tomorrow. So that means when you say that this is my ritual that I will start every single morning. I will do my morning. That means that day when you made a decision, that means the morning will pass already. This is our afternoon or evening. So that means that day when you choose to really start implementing that ritual in the morning, so that day you do in the evening. Doesn't matter. You do that day when you decide to do it. Next day will be morning. But that day when you made a decision, start immediately. So you said, okay, this is my ritual. Will be from the 7 a.m. No, if you decided at 5 p.m., do at 5 p.m. that ritual that will do at 7 a.m. So that means that start immediately. Because it is great to feel that, oh, I made a decision to start doing something tomorrow. No. Start immediately. You made the decision to start doing some habit, some kind of ritual, so start immediately. And then you will keep repeating another day. This is very powerful because when you start, it's much easier to keep doing the right thing. Number 11 is, and this is again very, very important, practice forgiveness and gratitude. So important. I think that a lot of times we carry that grudge. And grudge is negative emotion. I truly believe in vibrations. So that means when you carry a grudge, you carry negative vibrations and you do not attract success because success is attracted by higher vibrations. So that forgiveness and gratitude allows to really remove all those negativity and really bring yourself in a higher vibration and attract higher value things in your life. I truly believe 100%. All the times when I seek gratitude, when I appreciate all the things in my life, just things start to flow towards me. When I'm not that good, when I feel grudge, when I feel shame, when I feel discomfort, when I feel all the negative emotions, it seems that everything seems go sideways. So being able to constantly forgive, constantly be appreciative, constantly have gratitude in your heart, I think that's one of the best way to change your life immediately. And our last one, what I want to mention is number 12, and I think that this is probably the most important of all things that really allows you to change. That means step into action immediately. If you want to change immediately, step into action immediately. Execute, execute, execute. Because I love, I remember what we said about it, but not, a lot of times people think that they're doing the thing, but doing the thing is just by doing the thing. If preparing to doing the thing is not doing the thing. Thinking and visualizing the doing thing is not doing the thing. Doing the thing is doing the thing. That means execution is the doing the thing. So that means that when you think about really taking action and really changing immediately, okay, then ask again, what kind of actions and execution do I do? Actually moving forward. Not sitting in a spot and thinking about taking action, but no, what kind of actions did I implement today, right now, to change immediately? Because I truly believe immediate change is possible. But unfortunately, we prepare for that change for so long. We prepare and prepare and prepare, and this comes sometimes kind of 2 years go by, and finally we are hurt enough, or maybe we grew enough that we said, okay, enough is enough, and I'm able to change right now because immediate change happens instantaneously, immediately. But preparation for that change sometimes takes a long time. So I hope that you will really make that shift, make that decision, and it will shock your life that you can change your life immediately if that needed. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.